Perth. A city on the cutting edge of mediocre. Or at least, that's what everyone keeps saying. And frankly, I take issue with that. I'm not okay with the hashtag campaign, Perth is okay. Okay is such a lackluster and uninspired adjective. Certainly not the adjectives I would use to describe this thriving metropolitan utopia. See, 3 much better adjectives right off the bat. But what other adjectives could we use to describe this lonely city? Fun fact, Perth is the most geographically isolated city in the world. How about thriving, sunny, growing, ambitious, cultured, admittedly humid, and big? Like, really, really big. We have one of the biggest legally recognized metropolitan areas in the world. Our metropolis is a whopping 125 kilometers long. Bigger than New York at 59 kilometers, London at 70 kilometers, LA at 71 kilometers, Tokyo at 90 kilometers, and Paris at 105 kilometers. Paris would be twice its current size, but halfway through building it, they gave up. Regardless, our wonderful city is one that is easily one of the most unique cities in the world, intent on making a lot of noise. Just like my very special guests this week, local hip-hop artist Dinje and personal friend of mine, Joel Baker from Cloud DSTRCT. My name is Bromad, and this is Grills and Chills.
I'm more white boy than Bromad. What's going on?
I'm more white boy than Bromad. What is that supposed to mean?
You know how to use chopsticks better than me.
I want to know what that actually entails. Okay, well clearly I don't. I'm a mess. You put out a track. Yesterday, I suppose when they say it would have been about a week ago, but you put out a track yesterday, which I've got to say is absolutely fantastic.
It's a killer track. If I just want to jump in, there's killer track.
Oh, it really was. It truly was. Honestly,
Thank you so much.
What I'd like to know, I don't see clear anymore. The title. When you were first of all, what?
I don't see clear anymore either. But
what distributor do you use out of curiosity?
I think you told me about it, eh?
Yeah. Is it DistroKid you use? Yeah, DistroKid.
Okay, DistroKid. When you were inputting the information to the website, was the spacebar broken?
I see what you did.
Because it's all one word. I'm just curious if that was.
To be fair, I actually looked it up on Spotify and I typed it in. I didn't see clear anymore all its faces. I couldn't find his entry.
I know.
And then I was like, what's going on,
man? I set
man?
myself up to fail, eh?
Alright. I'm gonna order some food for us.
Yeah,
Let's get some.
sure.
Sesame balls?
Yeah, they're all
yeah,
sweet.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Awesome.
Yam cake, carrot cake, pineapple buns.
Pineapple buns as well, please, and then the rest should be fine for now. Thank you.
Taro pasta.
No, thank you. Cheers.
Really wonderful. You'll know how to use chopsticks, obviously.
Yeah. Wait, no, I never used these in my life.
I was out to dinner with this girl once, and it was one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen. We went for ramen.
Yeah.
She didn't know how to use chopsticks, and she literally got the chopstick, stabbed it into the pork bun, and ate it. And it was something to watch. Honestly, I really didn't know.
I see it happen a lot, to be honest, man. But like, to be honest, these kind of get to pick up. Like,
I can imagine they do. Yeah,
like,
no,
man,
absolutely.
like, be honest, like, you just gotta stab it sometimes.
I'm gonna go for gold here.
Sometimes.
See, look at that. Look at the elegance. It's not difficult. Look at that.
So let's
Want some tea?
Tea would be amazing. Yes, thank you.
My goodness. Let's go. Alright, now we gotta see. This is why I brought us the dim sum now.
I'm British. Even if it's herbal, I will drink tea.
Bro, if jasmine tea, it's just killing me.
like both our
swear
Asian
it's that.
family trees are watching right
Bro,
now.
that would be so
Watching our moves.
See, I don't know if this is. I was going to say I don't have Asian in my family line, but I'm part
you
Indian.
do.
I don't know if that counts as Asian, but I mean, by default, India is an Asia. I'm aware of that, but does it count as like the Asian kind of zeitgeist? I don't know about that. Like it's for lack of a better word.
We're Asian here, man.
That's it.
Technically, you make it. Technically, you make it. We'll accept it.
Well, and if you don't, fake it till you make it.
Exactly. Exactly.
No.
If we're going on technicalities, we'll accept you today, baby. We'll accept you as one of us.
That's it. Well, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that.
You're gonna have to cook us some like Indian food now, though.
Well,
Yeah, you set the standard now.
Yeah, bro.
I can cook your haggis, but no one wants that.
Isn't that like sheep's heart or something?
It's like meat, like kind of minced with like. Oh, it's just a bit finer than just straight up minced though. It's gonna. That's really good. Generally, the kind of controversy is it's wrapped in sheep's stomach.
That's right.
Sheep's stomach lining, rather.
Wrapped in sheep's stomach lining.
More or less, yeah. But it's not. It's honestly quite tasteless, to be honest. Like the actual lining of the stomach is tasteless, and it's such a nice food. People knock it. Thank you so much. They knock it before they try it, which is tragic because it's such a nice food. Genuinely.
See,
really
I get that. See, since we were talking about weird stuff.
wow, that is hot.
Guys, slow on the teeth first. It might be a bit hot.
Well,
My tongue just.
the downside is now I'm not going to
You're not
taste
gonna taste
anything else here.
anything for the
No,
rest of the
no, not for the rest of the day.
Done.
No.
No, what I was gonna say is I don't like to judge food before I try it either because chicken feet would be like my equivalent of that. Everyone's like, oh, I don't
Okay,
wanna try
right.
it. I don't want to try it, but like I love chicken feet, like kind of dim sum. It's
There you
killer.
go. Absolutely.
But it would be the same thing like haggis. People just see it and they're like, nah, I don't
Do you know
want
what
none.
the problem is? No, they don't hear haggis. They don't see haggis. They hear it.
They don't even want it once they hear the
Once
word.
I've had friends try haggis and I've refused to tell them what's in it before they've tried it, and they've been like, "This is really nice. What's in it?" And I've told them, and they've refused to eat the rest of it. So it's,
changes their whole.
it really does. It actually does.
Do you know his dog's name's Haggis?
Yeah, my mother. We've got three Shih Tzus.
Yeah.
And my mother decided, fittingly, we should completely name one, despite the fact it's a purebred Chinese dog,
Call it
after a
haggis.
Scottish food.
Yeah.
Because that's just the way she is. And she's not allowed to name the family pets anymore. So for what
Fair
that's
enough,
worth.
she's bad now, hey.
Dinje, you're the one who suggested this place. So tell us why.
Well, yeah, what's the backstory here? I'm curious.
What's the backstory? Well, as you can tell, I'm full like African, so no. I grew up in dim sum, man. Like my memory's from about 5 years old, bro. Just coming to the dim sum restaurant with parents and stuff, just getting like a killer feed on a Sunday, man.
Right, okay.
So this is where I like to come, bro. Like you get to try everything. You got little dishes. You get to try everything. You own,
Right.
And as much free tea as you want.
Yeah,
So
well,
sit
free
here-
tea is the best. It's
Free
the
tea,
staple
bro.
mark of Asian restaurants. I don't know if it's specific to Perth.
I think it's just like standard. It's because
yeah.
dim sum or yum cha literally
Yeah.
like, translates to drink tea.
Oh, well, that makes all the sense then.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
so tease them today.
We absolutely.
Tea
I am
is like the most important part of this whole like.
By the end of today,
It brings it together.
Yeah, it brings it together.
by the end of today, we will be bilingual.
You guys-
By the end of today, that's wonderful.
I can't even speak my own language to be honest, bro. I know like 2 words of Cantonese. That's about it. I come to dim sum restaurants and they always try to get me to order in Cantonese, and I'm just like,
Well,
yeah.
that automatically puts
English
you.
knife and fork, please.
Feeling I would die for you. Now my feelings gon' fly for you.
Oh, what have
So
I done?
it's
Have I
got
done
soup
something
in
wrong?
it, so you gotta like pick it up from the top. So it's like, it might be alright still. You've got holes in it now, so like it's probably good.
So basically, I've already done goofed.
So, yeah, you want to do it
Right,
like
okay.
that so that the
So-
soup doesn't break, you see?
I was listening to your EP that you put out this year on the way up, actually.
I put out 3 EPs this year.
You put out 3?
Or 2, technically, but in the space of 12 months, I released 3 EPs.
That is impressive in
Yeah.
itself. And am I right in thinking 2 of those involved Joel?
Joel was on 2 of them.
Joel's on 2 of them. Wow.
Joel's on 2 of them.
Well, can I honestly say?
That's a reveal now.
Oh yeah!
I was one of them not to.
I mean, it's kind of. I don't know. How
No,
can we
that's right.
cut
You
this
know what?
section
No,
of it?
actually, I would say it. Remember Season was an anonymous project?
I'm sorry.
No,
That's right, I completely forgot Season was anonymous.
I was going to talk to you before and say maybe it's time that I've come out with it because it's kind of dead at the moment.
Right.
But,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
I'm
I like
involved
that.
in 2 of them.
And I'm honoured that you've chosen
Reveal.
Golden Chills to be.
So you heard it here first.
Reveal.
Season is actually Joel Baker.
There you go. This
Revealed.
is. I'm so
Revealed.
flattered you chose this to be the platform to distribute that
in
information.
case you ever
Yeah, so
wondered
when you
why the
saw-
Season and Cloud DSTRCT sound the same,
It's because they
It's because they are the same.
lead
They're the
singer.
same. Yeah, absolutely.
lead
That's
singer.
why. I'm scared to try this. How do I eat this? Is there a method to it? Is it
Oh,
just
yeah.
like eating a chicken wing? Is it?
Let's do chicken feet together, bro.
Okay. Okay.
So-
I like that this is a shared experience. That's.
I'm not going to drink vape because
Oh come on! No, if I'm doing it, you've got to do it as
Bro,
well.
I can tell you, it's actually nice. Like,
He said with a mouthful of
I'm a
food.
vegan.
I've suddenly changed vegan. Right.
Okay.
It's cooked hell softly, man.
Okay.
So basically, like, as soon as you bite it, it's just gonna fall off. So you're kind of like pulling it off the bone, if that makes sense.
Okay, so it's
Like, I'll show you that. It comes straight off the bone, man.
right. Okay. Okay.
Straight
I'll-
off the bone. And then it's kind of like the way you eat fish. You're kind of just like.
Is it frowned upon if I use my finger to eat this? My fingers to
Do
eat
what
this?
you wanna
I'm
do,
just gonna-
bro. Let's do it
okay.
yet, man.
I'm gonna do that. It's-
And it's kind of like fish in the way there'll be bones. You just fish them out. Don't swallow the bones and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And get the meat out. But if you want to go for the most meaty part, it'll be the bottom.
that is actually so tender. Oh my gosh,
Super tender, right?
that is incredibly good. I'm not lying.
Like the softest meat you've ever had.
That is actually honestly softer than lamb. That is insane.
It's like the softest meat you'll ever eat, right?
I would strongly recommend you try that. That is
Like, you know when
actually.
you have, like roast pork and they do the slow roast pork when it kind of falls off the bone? It's like that, bro. It just falls off
I
the
think
bone.
it's all in the mind because like when I went
That's what I was telling you about haggis. It's like a
Yeah,
mind thing.
mine. 'Cause
man.
when I went to Burma, we went to a relative's house, and I had, I think it was like this, it was beef or something.
Okay.
It's the most like soft beef I've ever had. It was
Killer?
so good, like hell good curry. I was like, man,
Right.
the texture is amazing. Our relative was like, do you want to know what part of the animal it is? And we all just kind of like stopped and just went,
Where was it?
like, what's this? And it's tongue.
Bro, tongue
Goes hard.
Tongue goes hard. Tongue goes hard, bro.
I'd like to commend one of your choice of words for a start.
Thank you very much.
That's incredible. So, and with a span of 12 months, you've released 3 EPs, 2 of which have Joel on them.
Yeah, so my
As the season.
debut EP, which was released August last year, so obviously we've just passed the 12-month mark. That was a full like solo EP. I just figured since it was my first debut project, maybe just put it without any collaborations.
Okay.
The 2 after that, Joel's made both consecutively, and then there's only been 1 other feature. So
Wow.
he's like my 1 feature artist basically, and then I have 1 other feature.
Right.
But I haven't worked with if you check those EPs, there's no real like features apart from Joel
That's incredible.
and
Well,
1 other person.
for a start, getting 1 EP out with
Yeah.
Joel on it within 12 months is impressive. You know where this is going already, don't you? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
2. I would expect it's impossible. The man has taken 10 months to send me the stems for our collab.
I'm still waiting on a damn piano loop that I asked you 3 years ago, and I've been asking
Well,
for
what
that
a coincidence
since.
you asked for that.
And then you sent it, and it was like jumbled. It was your. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We could go on. This will be.
They've got beef. I'm not involved in this.
Me and
I'm going to
Bro-
sit
me
here and
and
eat my
Bromad,
chicken
we
feet
don't like each
happily.
That is.
Say how it is.
How it is. I'm still waiting for you to come over to
Finish the song.
finish the song, yeah, basically. To mix it, at least, anyway. We're going to ignore that I just used my fingers.
I saw
in
that. I was gonna
assistance
mention it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so like, in our culture, like, how annoying when I was growing up, I'd always want some tea, but I could never pour it for myself first.
Right.
Because like, no matter how many people you're with in our culture, you have to pour it for everyone first. Like even if it's 1 drop, even if your tea is full, I have to put a drop there before I can pour it for myself. So if we're at a table of 10 people, bro, you're going like,
man.
By the time you get to yourself, there's no tea left in the thing.
Oh, that's annoying, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So that sounds like a vicious circle.
Oh, it's a vicious circle. So 3 is the decent amount. I just pour it twice and then I can get to me.
Absolutely. So, you know, we've got this one thing in Scottish culture where 1 night a year, and I kid you not, I'm being 100% serious.
Yeah.
There is a night called Bounce Night, which is basically like a national holiday exclusive to Scotland, where we celebrate the poet Robert Burns. I'm not joking. When the haggis comes out for dinner, someone is elected to say a poem about the haggis. I'm not joking. Written by Robert Burns. Now I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was called Ode to a Haggis. I'm not joking. Its actual name, I think from memory, is Ode to a Haggis.
Far out. That's incredible.
Something along those lines. I feel culturally like I'm betraying my own.
By not knowing the full
By not
details
knowing the
of
full.
Scotland just rolled over.
It's as if the whole of Scotland goes, he doesn't know it word for word.
Yeah. I'm
My goodness.
expecting you to say it now.
They are, and honestly, I'm sorry, I don't remember it.
Dinje was actually the first one to get me on a mic. Because I remember when I was
Wow.
in the first era of me making music, I was sending him. I remember I
He
was.
used to record on his phone, his iPhone, man. All his
I was
original
making
demos were just
voices.
iPhone recorded. He'd send them to me, man.
I was in Cairns, and I think I'd hit you up just before.
I remember when you
was
went to Cairns, actually,
Yeah, and
yeah.
I was like, man, we originally were linked up for video works. I saw one of his music videos somewhere, and I was like, yeah, I might help out with that. Eh?
He basically hit me up and he's like, bro, you make good music. Your visuals are okay.
And then like.
In the nicest way possible. But
Yeah,
that's
it
what he
was
was saying to
very nice. That
me.
was the plain kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Black and white.
Yeah.
And then I sent him like 5 demos of like just songs that like to
Right.
me were finished. It was they were just voice memos. Songs.
Of course, yeah.
And then so we were kind of toying with working together. And then he put out a song called Paradise on SoundCloud.
I was listening to that today, it was fantastic.
He put it out, and literally the same night, I sent him back a voice memo of me doing a verse over it. And I said, like, bro, can you send me the instrumental? I want to do something over. I said, you don't have to use it, whatever.
He wanted to do a remix.
Yeah, he
wanted-
Right,
I
okay.
sent it to him in the same night. I remember seeing it disappear, and he was like, "Come over tomorrow."
Oh yeah. So that night he sends me the demo and I'm like, man, I knew this song, like, do you ever release a song and like, it could be done, but like, you feel like it's also not done at the same time?
Absolutely.
That was Paradise. So I released it and then everyone's like, yeah, but I knew it could be better. Joel sends me his verse. Bro, it was just exactly what the song was missing. Pull it off SoundCloud, get him over the next day, record it, but then it pulled the whole Dinje stuff where it took like another, I don't know, year and a half before it actually released again on Spotify and stuff like that. Yeah, man.
It was dope though. That was the first time I'd actually like
got on a mic and full mix and master and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So it was actually Dinje that kind of built the foundation of what eventually became Cloud District then.
Oh, I mean, yeah, no, in the sense, I wouldn't say I did on Cloud District though, because you and Elijah went and did that all in your own time. I guess I helped the original season kind of vocal, like bring that out of the shell.
Of course.
But like those two boys, man, I can't even. All I do is help them master their stuff. But Elijah and Joel, they go into that and they just come out with fire, bro.
Do you know something that was such an incredible moment for me personally, and I was so proud genuinely, it was when you performed at Platform a couple of weeks ago. And honestly, Cloud District had the 9 o'clock opening slot and they were only on for 20 minutes. And
proud or what?
I'm not joking. After they finished, about a third of the crowd in Badlands left. And the show was going on till 2:30 in the morning. It was insane. I was so proud. I was standing there dancing, and I was saying to my friends, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud at the moment.
I wish I was there to see that, man.
Honestly, it was truly incredible.
Appreciate that.
Truly incredible.
You know it's crazy when the opening act brings like a bigger crowd.
100%.
You know it's crazy when that's up.
Absolutely. It must be an interesting love-hate for the promoter. It's like, we've made money, but we're dying out from this point on. The night's over.
Yeah, like you should have put Cloud District as the headliner by the sounds of it.
Well, that's the thing. Originally, when we first got the call, we were like, oh, okay, we might just do 2 songs. That's all that we kind of have out that's like we're proud of.
Of course.
And then we went back, remade one of our old songs, and then we were like, all right, well, we got this album coming soon. Let's go and do like throw those in. So we extended it as much as we could. And then once we're done, we just popped off.
Absolutely.
Do you guys find it hell tiring performing? Then because your slots go for ages. You're on for like.
Oh, they're usually an hour. Yeah. Like it's honestly, the last one was big. The last one, and it was what's more is it's not only an hour long. It's usually if you're headlining 1 to 2:30 in the morning that you're playing.
Yeah.
So it was the last one was kind of. Honestly, do you know what? You've had enough alcohol by that point that you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
100%.
like, but it's weird because you can't have too much because otherwise you're not going to be able to do your job properly. Do you know what? You're having so much fun watching the crowd react, especially stuff that you've not released. Because I think as a DJ, you're not only playing your own unreleased ideas, you're also playing other people's unreleased ideas that you've managed to get a hold of, like Skrillex or Bombs Away or other guys like that.
Yeah.
And watching how the crowd gauges that, and it's kind of just
surprise element as well.
that surprise element is honestly so. There's a rewarding feeling when it's your own though, because I remember dropping a single I've got coming out soon that finally I'm in talks with a label of putting out, and I remember everyone going nuts at the drop, and I'm just kind of watching going, this is a good feeling that people are going nuts like that to my song, especially in electronic music when they're making the bass face where they're like, like you've just insulted their great ancestors. When they make that face, you know you've done well as a dubstep DJ.
Like the best feeling about getting on stage was literally just seeing people like know your lyrics, bro.
That's 100%. Yes, it's such a surreal feeling.
It's
isn't
a
it?
surreal feeling. Like,
now you'll be able to relate to that more than me because I think. Do you know what? Our most played tracks are roughly around the same range. Yours is like mine. Combined, I think roughly works out to between 25 to 30,000. Yours is more or less the same, isn't it?
On Spotify, I'm at 22 on Noise Ring, but on SoundCloud, I got 40,000 on someone. Which is funny because it's not a commercial drop. Like it has no commercial value to it. Like I don't own the rights. It's not on Spotify. It was just kind of organically.
I found that about SoundCloud actually.
Yeah,
you put a throwaway on and it just blows up.
Throwaway blows up. Yeah. Like the singles don't blow up on SoundCloud. The throwaways do, man.
Still today, I think one of the most played things I've had, which is now deleted because it was on my old project, was a quick edit I did of LRAD by Knife Party.
Right.
And it over the course of a month, it got to like 13,000-14,000 plays.
Oh, bro, if you can get into the SoundCloud algorithms, they really start to pick you up,
100%, yeah.
But yeah, no, back to getting on stage, bro. Like just the fact that I don't know, you can. At once, like that song was an idea in your head. It didn't even exist in the real world. It was literally just in your head as an idea. And then like 2 years later or whatever it is that you've got like 50 people in a room screaming those lyrics back to you. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. It's just like making reality out to make believe.
Yeah, you started a mosh at Ghost 6K.
No, like,
shout out Ghost 6K, by the way.
Look, don't mind my words, but I think I have one of the first mosh pits like Perth local artists who do them, man. In terms of the hip hop community.
Oh, absolutely.
I hadn't seen them before that.
Making a mosh pit's still on my bucket list. That's not an accomplishment I've managed.
Bro, it was all the boys, man. It wasn't me. It's not like it wasn't me as a performer. It was like, oi, let's get a mosh pit going, bro. 97 to Infinity was big at the time because it just dropped. Everyone was super hyped for it. First time it ever was like played live, and all of a sudden, you know, the build-up's coming, and I see boys guys in the middle and they're separating. And I'm like, nah, I know what's
That must be such a good.
I know what's about to happen, bro. I drop it, man, and like the thing just comes in. I'm like, yes, bro. I've never seen like a mosh pit from that perspective either. Like from
I can imagine. Yeah, that's a
rather
good point.
than being
Yeah.
in it for once. Oh, bro, sick, man, sick, bro.
Absolutely, it would be incredible.
Like the energy of that room, there was like 80 people there. I swear that brought like the energy of 500 people. You know what I
Do
mean?
you know what? There is something I really enjoy about intimate gigs. When they're packed out and they're intimate, there's something really nice about them.
A whole new level, bro. A whole new
100%.
level. They create more energy than like a crowd double their size.
100%. Out of curiosity, what, like, out of all of us, I guess, is your favorite song of Joel's and then mine?
No. Favorite songs. I like a Bombs Away remix, but I don't know if I'm just saying that because like in the way that you were so successful with it, so it's hard not to like know it because it's that was
I guess, yeah.
That was your big one. I'd say for me, I like the Bombs Away. And for Joel, I'd say it's hard, man, because he's got such a big variation.
yeah.
Even so do you, man. Like, all your
I don't
projects.
really have that. I've got like a debut EP and a few singles. I'm not packed to the brim or anything.
No, I mean variation of style though.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like like
Depends on your mood.
yeah, you both have variations in your music. Or so do I. We're not all kind of one directional. But maybe for you, Busy, like it's hard to choose a favorite. But I really like Busy as well.
I love Busy, man.
But I feel like I've
Busy,
just
yeah.
popped out and chose you both your most popular songs.
It's like, I don't listen to these guys. What do I do?
Just before he came here, it's just like, right, what's his latest release on Spotify? It's
What are
like-
these dudes' names?
Mad Bro's favorite one, like Mad Bro's best song, bro.
What was his name? Brother Angry or something like that?
You name them hell weird, so I can't even.
What do you mean I named them hell weird?
I don't know. It's always strange. I'm trying to think.
Most of them are like references from Persona 5. Well, off the EP anyway.
You spent 2 years on that, hey? perfecting that.
more or less the way it worked out,
I remember hearing that because, like, obviously coming up through SAE together and all that,
Of course,
I heard
yeah.
that you produced it, but then you kind of perfected it for a whole nother year. Like, you spent a year making it and then a year just perfecting
Well,
it.
I wanted it to be. Well, I felt so sorry for Monster, first of all, because that song had finished production probably about a good year and a half before it was actually released.
Yeah.
Like, properly recorded in the studio, and I
He
felt.
knows those feels. I've done the same to him.
Here's the thing, so do I.
We all know the feels.
Okay, for you, I figured out yours. Phantom Beats is my favorite.
Thank you very much,
I
yeah.
remember hearing that for the first time, and I was like, "This is insane." Like, it's
yeah.
so dope. Like,
It was-
build up before the drop comes in. The hook as well, because you wrote that.
Me and Jade co-wrote it,
You
yeah.
and Joe co-wrote it. The way it worked so well.
thank you.
It worked really well on that one. And for Dinge, oh man, I reckon. Okay, I'm gonna have to say "Key to My Heart."
Key to My Heart,
Key to
true.
My Heart has made me cry. And if you
Absolutely.
can make me cry, that means you made a good song.
That's so true.
Bro, he's a rock-hard man as well, man.
I know, good to see you. You've broken
I
the
am
heart
a
of me.
sensitive man. I'm a rock. And I cried.
Dwayne Johnson 2.0. What about you, bro, man?
Key to My Heart's a pretty fantastic one, but honestly, Instagram Models, the beat in that, production-wise, is just...
I like Instagram models.
It's so old school, it's so...
It's like 90s hip hop, but with the style of new school as well.
Yeah, there's just something about it that's fantastic. I love Instagram Models so
I feel like
much.
the lyrics in that one people remember as well.
People remember the
Yeah,
lyrics.
absolutely. It's so, popping bottles with some Instagram models. It's easy to remember.
Yeah.
It's such a good catchy.
Oh, bro, and at the time it was so...
Avery, like you remember everything.
And because that's no doubt I'm gonna guess a reference to the aviary in Perth.
Oh, straight out, bro. The
100%,
Avery
yeah.
rooftop bars.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, rooftop views at the top of the Avery.
You're representing 6K. Absolutely. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
man, I was on that like since. So I made that song when I was 17. So I'm 22 now to put it all in perspective. But I wrote that when
Wow.
I was 17.
Well, I mean, I've still got a song in production that I've now had a song that we finally recorded the vocals to that I really need to stop being lazy and finish called Out to Sea with Tyler and Lena on it that has been in production now for about 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, true.
Dude,
I want to put it out by the end of the year.
Just do it.
Yeah, I want to put it out by the end of the year and just stop being lazy.
He'll play the whole song in its entirety every time he makes a little change. And we all have to cop it pretty much. It's just like little change of like, I changed this. Here.
don't stress, bro.
Changes.
I did the exact same thing, bro.
fine, but God, man, finish
I'll
the
change
damn
like the
song.
EQ on a reverse reverb and I'll print the whole mix again from the start, man, and listen to the whole 3 minutes again.
Yeah.
So that.
But what's your favorite of ours?
First of all, before I say that, one thing that I hate so much is that anyone watching this that is friends with us
Yeah.
will
They
know
know
exactly
what I'm
and
saying.
agree wholeheartedly with what you've just said. And I cannot begin. I cannot begin to tell you how much I detest that.
I know, I haven't seen Tyler laugh that hard in a long time. When I said that, he was like, man. You see him shaking like PTSD.
There till 3 You're not allowed to leave yet. I haven't played my EP.
You must stay and listen.
You can relate to that because you just want to show off your stuff. It's
man.
Do you know what the sentiment behind that is though? I don't think it's just a hey, look how good I am, look at what I've made. It's not that. I think that kind of as human beings we share the sentiment that naturally when something wonderful happens or when we make something wonderful, we want to share that. You know, with our friends, with our family, and. You know, with music, it's such a personal thing.
Yeah.
Or regardless of whatever artistic medium you're in, it's such a personal thing. The first thing you want to do is show your friends. It's like, hey, look at this thing that I made. I want you to be the first to hear this before the world does. You know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the sentiment behind that.
I appreciate that.
And we get carried away with that sometimes.
Yeah.
As Joel can personally, and you say this like you've not done the same thing, by the way.
Yeah, I know, I did the same.
That's what separates you from the people that don't take it seriously, man.
Absolutely.
You might spend 5 hours doing that one little change, like you said, and it sounds crazy to people that aren't in it, but if you're in it, I understand that.
That's it, yeah,
I understand
absolutely.
that side of music, man. I understand that.